Hi there, and welcome to another war recap video. This was a war against a clan called bestattack from the US, and they did very poorly. They even had a Town Hall advantage. They had 3 Town Hall 10 where we had Town Hall 9, and 2 Town Hall 8 where we had Town Hall 7. I can only assume they gave up because they only used 9 attacks. So they did rubbish. We did rather well though. We only missed 1 Town Hall 9. That was frustrating. Number 9 there. Anyway, starting things off. This was 3-starred by Claptrap with the GoVaHo. So he Quadquakes, I can't remember where. There we go. Quadquakes down there. That'll lead his troops into the core and the enemy Archer Queen. So 2 golems backed up by wizards. This is getting the funnel started for his Valks. Enemy CC looks like a whole bunch of archers and a witch. So the Valks will make short work of them before moving on to the enemy Archer Queen. So enemy CC is dealt with now. There's a rage to help the Valks through the core. Archer Queen's down as well. So Hog's coming in from the upper right. He'll drop for the Valks and the Hogs there. That's the last of the spells. His Barb King's down actually. He has got a Golem and Valks which will tank for the Hogs. And Archer Queen still has her ability. So these 3 defences on the lower right won't be any problem at all. There's just those 3 defences on the upper left. So Hogs are making their way there now. Those golems are too slow to get up there and tank for them. So that Hog didn't quite manage to take out the last Archer Tower. The Skellies and the bombs got it. The Golem is tanking now. Unfortunately there's a wizard there to take out that Archer Tower. And that's us into clean up. So I'll speed this up just a wee bit. And that's that. Okay. So moving down to the next one. This was 3-starred by myself, and this was a Queen Walk and a CC Walk. The plan was to have them meet up down the bottom and then head for the core, but you'll see in a moment it had to improvise as the Queen busted through a wall. So I'm wanting the Queen to walk down the upper right, so those minions are there to make sure that happens. And obviously the healers can't heal your troops, so there wasn't any chance of the healers splitting off onto there. So Hogs were dropped lower left to get the CC lure. It's a Hound in this case. So the Archer Queen's going to deal with that Hound before dropping the bowlers. So there's a few wizards there just to make it easier for the Archer Queen. I've got 2 poisons which I drop in a moment for the pups, keep them off the healers and the Queen to some extent. Bowlers are now dropped on the upper left. Now the Queen's walked through that wall, which isn't ideal, so she's no longer going to walk around the edge of the base. The bowlers are doing their thing just fine though. So that's the Queen heading for the core, so I need to improvise at this point. I drop the Barb King as a tank, back it up with a few wizards. I've got a whole load of spells that I was just going to use as and when I thought I needed to. There's no set plan for them. So I'm keeping the Archer Queen up there with a rage for her healers. The Barb King's get a wee bit low in health, so I pop his ability. Send some hogs in to help clean out the core. I'm not sure that was really necessary, but I had them, so I thought I might as well use them. And the rest was sent in lower right. So they're all going to meet up on these defences down the bottom corner. I've got a heal for them, which again I might not have needed. Although those skellies might have been a bit annoying. So there's just that one Tesla now that the hogs are heading up there towards. I don't think they make it. Nope. They get bombed and skellied. There you go, double giant bomb. But both heroes are up. A whole bunch of healers are up. All my bowlers are up. So that Tesla doesn't stand much chance. And it wasn't close on time. Those two minions were just a bit late. Okay. So number 6. The rest of the Town Hall 9s I'll be showing are all GoVaHos, simply because it's an effective attack, so why use anything else, unless it's an odd base like the previous one. So Beastie's coming at us with a Queen Walk. So it looks like he wants his Queen to head up the way, if at all, rather than down the way. He's dropping that Valk there to make sure that happens. So his Queen's got plenty of health still. She was never in any danger there. I think he gets a CC lure in just a moment. There we go. Dragon and the baby dragon. So the baby dragon won't have its rage, as it's next to another airstrip. So that was a bit silly of them. So Queen pop. You drop point as well to make sure that enemy dragon goes down, which it does. He's got just the one golem tanking at the moment, and he's creating that funnel with the Archer Queen up top and the Wizard and the Barb King down below the golem. There's the jump to lead his Valks into the Archer Queen core of the base. Nice and patient with the Valks. He didn't want them to wrap around the bottom of the base, which they would have done if he'd dropped them any sooner than that. So enemy Archer Queen's down, as are those skelly traps, with the help of the poison. There's a heal for his Valks in the core, followed by a rage, so that core won't last long. His Archer Queen is down, but that means the healers have gone on to his Valks, which is not a bad thing. Hog's coming in from the lower left. He still has a heal spell for them and the Valks, which are also sharing it, so that was well placed. So only 3 defences left. I'm not counting the sweeper. And that's that for that base. Nicely done. Okay, so although both his heroes are down, he's still got loads of troops up to get the cleanup done. An external giant bomb? Maybe. Oh well. Well done, Beastie. Okay. And the next one is Champ. Another GoVaHo. Again with the jump rather than a quad quake, which means he has the poisons for the enemy clan castle or skelly traps. So he's dropped minions on those corner storages. They're high hit point buildings, so that's not going to cause his attack to run out of time if they were left till the end. Enemy clan castle's a hound again. So he's got his wizards there, which should be targeting that. And his Archer Queen will as well. Valks are going in now, backed up by Clan Castle Valks. There's the jump to let them in the core. And a heal and a rage to get them through that core. Now the Archer Queen and the Wizards are taking out those pups. Hogs are coming in from the low left. He still has a heal for them, when they start to get low on health. Although the golem and the Valks in the core are tanking everything, so the hogs will go pretty much untouched. There's no space around the edge of the space for giant bombs, let alone a double giant bomb. So I think if he wanted to, he could have swagged that heal. But he plays it safe and uses it, which is wise, just in case. And that's that, loads of hogs up. He's got wizards and either minions or archers on each side of the outer buildings doing the cleanup. And that's that. Nicely done. I think this is Champ's first war with a level 30 Barb King, so he was liking that. He said that in chat. Okay, number 8. This was taken out by Wiley. A GoVaHo, but with a quad quake this time. Now, that hog was meant to get the sea sealer, as was the next one. And then he gives up trying that. He was sceptical about that working. I assured him it would work fine, but there you go, I was wrong. But he still gets the job done. Okay, so he'll be starting his attack from the left corner by the looks of it. Here's a quad quake. So just the outer wall to get through, and then his troops should head for that core. Although with this base, there's a chance things would wrap around. So just the one golem to tank. No, sorry, 2 golems. Missed that top one. And wizards and archer queen getting the funnel started. That's the outer wall broken into now. Enemy CC is a baby dragon, witch and wizard by the looks of it. So he's not wanting to drop his Valks until that's down. Safe to drop them now, the baby dragon's gone. Here come the Valks. It looks like they might wrap around the top because those camps are still there. I think some of them do head back towards the core. Yeah, there you go. So he's got his golem in the core tanking, and some of the Valks went for the core. He's got 3 heals for his hogs, which are coming in now from the upper right. So plenty of heal spells left. There's the first one there. Those 2 Teslas popped, so that was a good place to use it. Enemy Barb King and some Skellies are on his hogs. But he's no poisons, but plenty of heals. So his hogs have been healed pretty much until the last defence is taken out. And they'll turn on the Skellies then. Enemy Barb King's gone down to a Valk and a couple of archers. So just that cannon left. And those Skellies got taken out quick. There's a Valk helping out there. And that's his into cleanup. Still has his archer queen and enough troops for that. No problems. Okay. So, one more Town Hall 9 attack to show, and then I'll finish up with 2 Town Hall 8s. Like I said, we missed number 9, which was a pain, but it happens. Number 10 though was taken out by Al. So, it's dropping archers on those corner builder huts, or at least that first one. Coming in at this base from the left corner. He's got his golems backed up by wizards, creating that funnel. He's wall breaking in the first set of outer walls. Here's a jump to get his kill squad into the core. Enemy CC's a dragon, witch and Valk. Sorry, dragon, wizard and archer. Don't know what I was thinking there. So that's them taken care of. He's got his Valks in the core, although his golem's just about finished with. Hogs coming in from the lower left. Still has 3 heal spells for them. Pretty much the rest of this base for those. So, first heal on all his hogs now have been dropped. There's the second of the 3 heals. There's an enemy Barb King there which you could poison up to slow his damage down. There's the last of the heals. He's still got the 2 poisons which he's not used yet. I'd be using it on all those skellies and the enemy Barb King. But anyway, there you go. Maybe he's trying to save his Dark Elixir. So that's them dealt with now. So we're into clean up. He still has his Archer Queen. And there's very few buildings left. He has dropped an Archer on that bottom Archer hut, Builder hut. So there's just those 2 left. And there's never any danger of this attack running out of time. So well done. Well done Al. Okay. So I'll finish up with the 2 Town Hall 8s. I'll not show all the Town Hall 8s. So number 11 taken out by Trooper. This is a GoHo. So coming at this base from the top, where those 2 Teslas popped, that was really the only place there could have been a double giant bomb, so it would have been why he sent his kill squad in there, so the golems take out the bombs and not his hogs later on. So he's raging his troops through there, wall breaking in towards the core, enemy CC's poisoned up, and his wizards will need to take that dragon out. Which they do eventually. Only just though. It's left to the poison to finish it off, I think. Yeah, so that happened. That was closer than he would have liked maybe, but it worked. So all his hogs are now in from the upper left. He has 2 heals for them. There's the first of those heals over where there could be a giant bomb. He's dropped a wizard on that left builder hut, that's wise. He's got 1 more heal. There's only 1 more place it could be a giant bomb, and he's managed to cover that with the heal. Just below and right of that tower. It turns out to be a Tesla though, so that's fine. His hogs will be in this heal pretty much until the last defence is down. He's backing those hogs up with a wizard on the right. She'll be starting to clean up from there. So that's it, into clean up now. Plenty of troops up. Just those high hit point storages in the core, and that's it. Excellent. Okay. So number 12. This was Will John. Again a GoHo. Right, okay. So he drops a giant to tank for his hog. That's going to take out the archer tower, then get the CC lure once it moves in towards the sweeper there. So enemy CC dragon, wizard and archer. He's taking them to the right corner with one of his archers. He'll poison them there while dropping archers to keep the enemy troops within the poison. This is following a plan that little zombie did, although he managed to miss that lab at the top and got 99%, which was a bit sad. So all the same plan, but not missing the lab this time. So that dragon's not quite dead, so he drops his golems. He'll drop wizards behind the dragon to take that out. So that's the dragon dealt with now. He's backing up his golems with more wizard and his Barb King. That raid was dropped really for his wall breakers to open up more of the base. So that went well. Hogs coming in now from the upper right. So they're going to work their way around this base anti-clockwise, as in the core there's nothing but storages. So it's really easy pathing for the hogs this base. He has 2 heals, first of them there. He's dropped a wizard on that top lab, so that's not going to annoy him, like it did little zombie. There's a skelly trap, so heal and poison dropped where they're going to be. That golem's tanking that last cannon, so that's his hog safe now. No more giant bombs within the base. Plenty of troops for clean up. So that base has had it. So although it wasn't a close war at all, still some nice attacks there. So well done everybody. And hopefully our next war, our opponents will actually try to make it a bit more interesting for us. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Bye for now.